Looks like Dokkan finally tweeted out the EZA details for LR Merge Zamasu. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We will be reviewing the Extreme Z Awakening details for the INT LR Merge Zamasu, the Part 2 LR from 2022's Tanabata with Vegeta and Trunks. Looks like he is EZAing before the Vegeta and Trunks, surprisingly. Makes us wonder where he is, but nonetheless, we will focus our attention on this guy here today. He does look pretty good, so stay tuned for that, and we'll talk about what else is coming ahead and what to expect before the end of Part 2. So let's start by taking a look at what he's doing. So he is now Worldwide Chaos, Patara, Category Key 4, HP Attack and Defense 170%, up from his previous 150, which is pretty standard for which is pretty standard for these types of yellow coin LR EZAs. He does have an entrance animation that gives him an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained and changes tech key spheres to rainbow for 5 turns. And all he needs to activate this is simply have 1 Patara category ally on the team. And he gets an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. He randomly changes key spheres of certain type to INT key spheres, gets attack and defense 200%, and an additional attack damage reduction 30%. He has attack and defense 50%. He launches an additional super attack with 12 or more key. With 18 or more key, he gets attack and defense 50%, effective against all types, and another additional super attack. So with hidden potential, he can do a potential of 4 super attacks. He has an additional attack defense 100% and critical hit when attacking with 24 key. For every attack received or evaded, I like that that's both there, he gets damage reduction 10% within the turn. So same as the Rose effect, up to 30%. So post super up to 60%, right? Because realistically, you're not putting this guy in slot 1, and we'll talk about that in a second. And then he's got infinite key raise up to 5, right? So once he starts taking those attacks, his key will go up, and it'll be everlasting for the battle. And for every 3 attacks in battle he receives, or 3 dodges he receives in battle, he recovers 10% HP within the turn. So very, very nice. On his he does have a counter here with a great chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks and countering them with tremendous power. He nullifies it and counters it with tremendous power with 10 or more key spheres obtained. So basically, they just added a little line here. So 70% chance in most cases to nullify unarmed super attacks, which is quite a few of the major bosses here, as well as nullifying it guaranteed if you manage to get 10 or more key spheres, which will, with his orb changing, shouldn't be too bad. On his super attack effects, he is massively raising attack and greatly raising defense for the turn, causing major colossal damage and greatly lowering attack. I love this ability, by the way. Greatly raising attack on his 12 key and massively raising defense for the turn, causing colossal damage and lowering attack. So I will say that with this effect, he is not stacking. A lot of people saw the translations and assumed that they had shifted him to attacking, but he is not. It is simply for the turn. It is not an infinite stacker, so which makes sense. He wasn't one before, he wasn't going to be one now. And now, of course, there is no active skill change here because, they don't typically change active skills. In fact, I don't think that they can. So what this has done is left people wondering, where is the other half? Where is Vegeta and Trunks? Well, it seems like they may not be tweeting him out, and we kind of expected there to only be one, and I talked about this in a previous video. We did kind of expect them to only be one EZA here. After all, in the data there's only an ID for one LR EZA, and this was pointed out by Proton 10MG. However, there are 3 IDs for that 3 super EZAs could possibly be missing as well, which means we could possibly be seeing in the near future, if we look here, more than likely from Future Saga, right? So we could possibly be seeing the INT Vegeta, the Tech Zamasu, where is he? the Tech Merge Zamasu or the INT Sword of Hope Trunks. These guys could possibly be EZA in here. Hard to say, right? We won't know for sure, but whatever it is, right, this is pretty much confirmed that there was only going to be one LR EZA here during this celebration. At least for the part 1. They could add more in the data download tomorrow for another one. We won't know for sure, but that is just letting you know, getting that out the way, because I know everybody's wondering, well, where is Vegeta and Trunks? Well, I mean, knowing now that Merge Zamasu filled that ID slot, very low likelihood that we're going to see Vegeta and Trunks, at least during part 1 of this celebration. So coming back to Merge Zamasu, he does look really good. The damage reduction here of 30% post super is going to do real nice for him. On 3 supers, which he's pretty much guaranteed to get as long as you're getting the 18 or more key, he's looking at about 2.8 million post super with 30% damage reduction, which is pretty much going to get him through wherever he needs to be. Some supers might catch him, but remember, he does have that build up of up to 60%, right? So as long as the super is not the first thing he's hitting in some of those events, you know, he shouldn't have too much trouble. The Rose and Zamasu fight might give him some trouble on AoE since his damage reduction is post super rather than pre, but it won't be too bad. But the rest of the fights, he shouldn't see too much issue, especially with this massively raising defense and attack that he's getting on his 18 and his 12 key, and the 3 guaranteed additional supers that he's got. So he's going to be looking all right. If you actually manage to proc, so I did do some calcs, if you manage to proc his 4 supers, he's looking at about 3 points. It's 100% raise, right? Because it's a massive raise, so it's almost 3.9 mil that he's going to be looking at post super. So I mean, he's going to be good. He's definitely going to be a 2nd or 3rd slot next to Rose or Zamasu. He is getting additional attack with Rose in slot 1, right? If you guys remember, Rose here does lead. Oh, he's not in this one. Come over here. Right, LR Rose is supporting offense on his super attack effects, so it's going to help him hit pretty hard. He's definitely going to be hitting hard if you're getting the up to the 24 key, or even with just the 18 key. So I'm really excited, looking forward to using this guy. He never really truly had a place to shine when he released. I mean, it was basically run Vegeta and Trunks' team, and it meant that he had a very limited partners for that team, just because of how Vegeta and Trunks' leader skill worked, and Vegeta and Trunks themselves needing to be in slot 1. So we'll have to see how he fares on the new Super Bosses team, but I, for one, am not too worried. Now, we do have some stuff coming up in the next couple of days, right? We have a new challenge event, Universe Distortional, Justice and Order, reign victorious against Infinite Zamasu to complete the support memory. So sounds like this could be something I talked about during Worldwide 2023, right, where literally you just survive the fight. They might be taking that last part of the final of the Dokkan event for the Tech Merge Zamasu and actually making it a challenge fight, right? This could be interesting. If they play this right, this could be a really interesting fight. Like, literally, you just have to survive. That could be cool. I like the idea of that. Like, you don't have to kill the boss, you just have to live long enough. That could be interesting. Could be something interesting, and we'll have to see how they decide to handle it. Now, we are getting the new Perfect Cooperation Team Battle. We'll be getting more EX skill orbs for Battle of Fates, and a new wallpaper for completion of this event. Now, these should be coming in the next couple of days. Prep period starts on the 15th, which is today, at the release of this video. So expect the data download later today, and by tomorrow we should see these events in game. Now, this one's important for coming. We talked about this because the panel missions here, these panel missions, there is two missions on board 2 that we couldn't complete yet. They are connected to these 2 events. One is connected to the new Zamasu event. It shares the same ID as this event, and the other is connected to the stages here on the Perfect Team Battle. So we'll finally be able to get the rest of the Part 1 tickets and be ready to use them to summon in Part too. So I know that's a lot to throw at you guys. Merged Zamasu looks good. He's going to be an excellent addition to Rose teams. I mentioned this in several of my Rose showcases already. The team really did feel like it was missing like one sort of piece to it. We'll see if Merged Zamasu is that piece. Hard to say right now. At the very least, Merged Zamasu will fill the role that INT LR EZA Rose is filling until once he leaves, once he loses his boost, right? So at least we'll have that. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of LR Merge Zamasu's EZA? I think he looks good. I think he's going to be a great attacker. He's going to be a great partner for the new STR Rose and Zamasu. I think he's going to fill a nice hole in the team that is very much needed. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.